Hello and welcome, 26th of June, it's about 10:30 in the morning, a special potato update. We've got the results of potatoes in a fish tank, not that fish tank obviously, that one, and a general rest of the potatoes update. Let's go. Right, let's have a run down of my potatoes then. We've got my main crop of potatoes, got my second early potatoes, and we got my Christmas potatoes from last year that came back from the dead, and we've got a bonus volunteer potato cropping up at the back there. And we've got my first early potatoes, which are in flower. I was earthing them up. I read somewhere that you can use grass clippings around the base instead of soil, so I tried that on a few plants. As I was using my rake to earth up the rest of the potatoes, raked up a couple of potatoes which look decent size, so I'm going to dig up a few of my first early potato plants, the ones that are in flower, see what we've got.
Dig. Dave. Dig.
Dig, 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 dig.
Right, so about 50 potatoes from 4 plants. That's not bad, I am happy with that. I lost a lot of potatoes last year to frost, my first earlies. I waited this year till the risk of frost has passed, so I am pleased with those. I'll maybe take a couple of plants up every week, keep myself in potatoes. The amount of potatoes I've got this year, been potatoes for a few months. Right, so I'm pleased with that. Now is the time for some crushing defeat when we check on the progress of potatoes in a fish tank. So what's the notion behind potatoes in a fish tank? The notion was you put your potatoes, I put 2 in here, in the tank, fill it with soil, keep it covered up with cardboard during the week. You can take that cardboard off for 10 minutes every weekend to see how the potatoes are growing behind the glass. You can see the plants developing, and the idea was you'd be able to see the potatoes behind the glass all nice, and then you could watch them grow and you'd know when they were ready, and it would be a spectacle. Let's have a look at the progress of these potatoes the past 14 weeks. No sign of potatoes yet. The plants kind of died back, it didn't flower. I guess it's just a case of tipping it out and seeing what's in there. Fingers crossed, but bear in mind, I've got 50 potatoes here, I'm happy. Let's disappoint myself. Right, so cardboard held on with wire. It's fairly easy to remove. I don't know why I'm taking this off now. I could just tip it out. That's the wire. There we are. Nice mud structure. No sign of any potatoes. Let's tip it out. So, potatoes in a fish tank. Maybe I shouldn't have used the plural. I have a potato from a fish tank. Looking at this soil, it is quite wet. It actually smells a little bit. I only watered it once a week, and I didn't put that much water in. Obviously a fish tank holds water. Maybe I'll repeat the experiment again next year. You got to keep going, don't you? You got to keep trying. Remember, I've got 50 good potatoes and one. I'm sure that will taste lovely. Right, experiment complete. Failure. Oh, the highs and the lows there of allotment life, all in the space of a few minutes. I'll get 2 potatoes in a fish tank next year, mark my words. Maybe I'll reduce the water. Maybe drill some holes in the bottom of the fish tank. We've got to learn something from this, don't we? And it can't be don't plant potatoes in a fish tank. Anyway, my first earlies are starting to produce. All is well. Well, most things are well. Anyway, you know what I mean. Right, thank you for watching. Click subscribe, send me a comment. I'll see you next time. Cheers.